How's it going, everyone? Are we having fun? Is Formula 1 2019 everything we thought it would be? Well, after this last French GP, it is harder than ever to defend the current Mercedes-dominated hybrid era. Make no mistake, it was a bad race. Truly bad, but truth be told, we've seen worse. Almost all of the Russian and Abu Dhabi GPs, but it's the consistency of predictable, dull and processional events we've had in recent years that, well, it prevents F1 from firstly attract new fans, but also alienate current ones. We're living some troubled times, that's just a fact. The sport is sick, and all the doctors around the F1 paddocks in the world can't seem to be able to provide a cure. Will F1 get better? Yes, absolutely, but it will take time, and this year, dare I say it, it's a write-off already. 2020 is far too close to the supposed reboot of 2021, so next year is a write-off as well. As for this reboot, this upcoming reboot in 1.5 years, what do we make of it? Well, the opportunity is definitely there, but it's not that simple, is it? The amount of parties involved, each with its own agendas, requests. Let's just say I don't envy neither the FIA nor Liberty for, trying to please everyone involved. But Formula 1 will get better, I'm sure of it. I just hope and pray that by the time it happens, the current fans haven't already given up on it. Anyway, with that said, the next F1 race in 2019 is just around the corner, so let's get to it. I'm Chip, and this is the preview and predictions video for the upcoming Austrian Grand Prix. Having almost nothing in common with the original 5.9 kilometers Ring, the currently named Red Bull Ring made its return to the F1 calendar in 2014. The race will be disputed over the 4.3 kilometers piece of asphalt in the Spielberg area, where 10 corners and 71 laps await. It is a very fast circuit with the lap record tantalizingly close to the 60-second mark. Will we see a sub 1 minute pole lap time? Unfortunately, I don't think so, because there are far too few corners where lap time can be found. Still, with a current lap record of 1 minute and 3 seconds, the pole time this year will get really close to that elusive target. The track being fast in nature with few braking zones and a general smooth flow to it, the tires won't be subjected to high levels of lateral forces nor tire stress. The asphalt is low on grip and not that abrasive, meaning a medium to high downforce package is required for the car to be glued to the track. On the tires front, just like in France, we'll see the C2, C3 and C4 in action, meaning a preferred one-stop strategy, mediums to hards. The weather now, if the teams thought that the temps at Paul Ricard were high, this weekend we're looking forward to even hotter ones. Perfect for some Pirelli barbecue. Okay, here are some talking points ahead of the Austrian Grand Prix. Number 1, Gasly under pressure. There's no getting away from the fact that the young Frenchie is struggling this year. Last year he was one of the revelations of the season in the Toro Rosso, but ever since he was called to the senior team, he seemed utterly lost. Now, at other teams, this might not be that much of a problem, but Red Bull and especially Helmut Marko are notoriously ruthless when it comes to underperforming drivers. Gasly needs to up his game a notch or two if he wants to stay with Red Bull next year. Number 2, home race for Red Bull. Sticking with the fizzy drinks company, they are getting ready for their home Grand Prix. Well, not Really, they operate in the UK like 70% of the teams, but yeah, they race under the Austrian flag. And with the orange army of Verstappen fans making the trip from the Netherlands, well, it's no wonder which team will be cheered the most this weekend. Let's see if they can give the fans something to really cheer about. Number 3, can Haas salvage anything from this season? What the hell is going on with Haas? They started the season reasonably well, very much in the mix with the other midfield teams. Then there was an alarming slump in race stream mode, but no matter, at least their quali pace was very good. Now that's gone as well. Are they being paid by Netflix to spice the show up a bit? Answers on the postcard, please. Number 4. Are McLaren for real? If the situation at Haas is going from bad to worse, over at McLaren it's the exact opposite. The Papaya boys and girls are going from strength to strength. And yes, there are occasional glitches here and there, mostly on Lando's car, but the progress is very much out there in the open. Let's see now if they can continue in this manner in Austria. A P4 in the constructor standings at the end of the year is a very possible scenario. And finally, we arrive at the big one. Number 5, can anyone stop Mercedes equaling the record? Okay, not that big of a talking point, because if it's not snowing Smurfs and raining Pokemons, they're gonna do it. They will equal the official F1 record of 11 consecutive wins by a team. Official because if you discount the Indy 500s of the 1950s, which you should when you're talking about Formula 1, Ferrari went to 14 consecutive victories between 1952 and 1953. But still, it's highly likely we'll see Mercedes equal McLaren on the official record books with 11 consecutive wins this weekend. Ferrari, Red Bull, anyone, we're counting on you to stop them. With that out of the way, here's the drinking game to spice things up on Sunday. Take 1 sip for every pit stop and every Verstappen chant from the crowd, 2 sips for every overtake, and down your drink if Red Bull ends up on the podium. And so we arrive at the predictions. Starting the 2019 F1 Austrian Grand Prix from pole position, Valtteri Bottas. Fastest lap of the race, Charles Leclerc with strategy free pit stop. Come the end of the race from P10 to P5, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Sainz, Norris, Gasly and Leclerc. P4 Sebastian Vettel, P3 Max Verstappen, P2 Lewis Hamilton, and the winner from pole position, Valtteri Bottas. Because at the moment, he is our only chance of having something even remotely resembling a battle up front. If not, at least we'll still have the midfield battles to enjoy. For P7. Thanks so much for watching. Those are my predictions for the F1 2019 Austrian Grand Prix. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Please let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any other F1 related question, ask away. I'll be more than happy to try and answer it for you. Hit that like button if you think I've earned it. Maybe the subscribe button as well if you haven't done so already. And please make sure to share this video with a racing fan. As always, I've been Chip. You can find me on Twitter at chip_DGS and on facebook.com/digitalgrandstand. We are due a good race. Surely. Not great, but good. Right? Cheers. All the ducts blah 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 blah. Piece of asphalt in the Spielberg. Yeah, the lap to the 72nd. Wow. In the mix with all the other midfield teams.